You guys are doing great. I just need you to project a little bit more. All right, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host Ethan Simon, and today we're going to be talking about trades that could break the NBA. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we will move on to the first segment of the day. Before we get to the trades, we have to talk about the comment of the day. If you're new, the first segment of every video is the top comment from the last video, my favorite one. I want you to comment your hot take, and I talk about it at the beginning of the next video. Today's comment of the day is from Lil Tonka, and that comment is going to be Bronny is only going to be good in the G League. This is an interesting one, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I try and be really quick with these, but I do disagree with you. I think that because the fact that Bronny didn't really get to play in college because he had heart issues, and he really only played the end of his freshman year and barely played at all, and then he gets drafted into the NBA, it's a lot coming at him very fast, and I don't blame him for early struggles. He did drop 30 last night. I'm just saying, he's also 18, 19 years old, so let's not write him off just yet. But I think Bronny will be a quality NBA player for sure, just not yet. He needs a little bit of time to grow. And now, it's time for us to bust into these Friday the 13th, NBA trade ideas. New deals to give the league nightmares. Let's see where we start. LeBron James and Steph Curry finally unite. This is a hot start. LeBron James, Cam Reddish, and Bronny James for Andrew Wiggins, DeAnthony Melton, Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, Rui Santos, top 1 protected first round pick 2025, top 3 protected first round pick 2027. This is one hell of a trade to start it off, I can't lie to you. If this were to happen, it absolutely would break the NBA, and it'd be so much fun. I think that when it comes to trading, the idea of trading LeBron James, this is a pretty good package to get back in return. Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski, 2 young, promising players, 2 first-round picks. Andrew Wiggins can play for you right now. Potential trade in the future. DeAnthony Melton also play for you right now. Potential trade in the future. I don't hate this trade. I've seen way worse LeBron to Golden State trades, and I don't hate this one. So let's just move on to the next one. Zach LaVine boosts Orlando's offense. I like this. Zach LaVine for KCP, Cole Anthony, Jet Howard, and a 2025 second-round pick. At this point, this might be one of the better packages that you can get for Zach LaVine. KCP is an extremely valuable guard in the NBA. Any contending team would want him. Cole Anthony, another guy, young, hooper, straight hooper, and Jet Howard, shooter. I'm not mad at this trade. 2025 second, I mean, it makes sense to not give up a first, but if they were giving up a first, this would be a really easy yes for me. Obviously, Orlando probably says yes to this deal, and honestly, at this point, the Bulls would say yes to this deal as well. Brandon Ingram supercharges OKC's bench? Brandon Ingram is not coming off the bench, first of all. Brandon Ingram for Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Ousmane Dieng, a top 5 protected first-round pick 2027 via Denver. That's a solid pick, first of all. Second of all, Ousmane Dieng, that's a great piece to throw in. Aaron Wiggins, another great piece. Lou Dort, another great piece. 2 of those guys, OKC doesn't really want to give up. Lou Dort mainly for the defensive side. But in my mind, if you take Lou Dort off his team and have Brandon Ingram go in there, they're still going to be a defensive monster as a team, but they won't be as much of a defensive monster without Lou Dort. I think the extra scoring punch would be great, but it's not really necessary. OKC is the number 1 seed in the Western Conference right now. I said in a recent video, Western Conference might be one of the toughest conferences / divisions in all of sports to be at the top of. So the fact that they're at the top of and making up some trade like this that would just change the team, it'd just be kind of weird. For the Pelicans, you say yes immediately because you're not going to get a better package than this. This is an incredible package. Ousmane Dieng can't even play right now on this OKC team. He'd come on your team and get minutes. Aaron Wiggins is a great NBA player. Lou Dort is a great NBA player, a future pick. I like this trade for the Pelicans, but I don't like this trade for OKC. And this one, I already talked about this kind of in my last video. It was all about Jimmy Butler trades, but we'll go over it real quick anyways. Jimmy Butler, Pele Larson for MPJ, Zeke Naji, Dario Saric, first-round pick swaps 2026, 2030, and 31. 3 first-round picks? I said it in the other video, I do like the idea of Jimmy Butler going to the Nuggets. Someone commented on one of my shorts, he didn't like the idea because he thinks that it would be weird to have 2 players on the same team that don't really seem like they care. If you think Jokic doesn't care, you're a casual. And if you think Jimmy Butler doesn't care, you are a casual.
Editor Ethan here. I went back and looked at the comment. He said in the regular season, but it still applies because they do. Obviously, Jokic cares in regular season. Jimmy doesn't as much, but I feel like on a new team that could be changed.
But for the Nuggets, I like this trade. For the Heat, you can get a better package than this. So I would pass as the Heat. As the Nuggets, I say yes. And on to our next article, Better's Inside. This is from Mitchell LeBrun. Is that Glaze? The very first trade that we will talk about from this article is Jazz and Lakers make a deal. The Lakers get Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. The Utah Jazz will receive D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, 2029 first round pick, and 3 second round picks. Obviously, if you're the Lakers, you make this deal in a heartbeat, 10 out of 10 times, no questions asked. But if you're the Jazz, what's really the motivation for making this trade? What is D'Angelo Russell going to do on this team? What is Jalen Hood-Schifino going to do on this team? That 2029 first round pick is very valuable, but I don't think it's worth picking up D'Angelo Russell and Jalen Hood-Schifino when you could dump off Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton somewhere else and get a better package. Obviously for the Lakers, like I said, 10 out of 10, do this all day. Jazz doesn't really make any sense. Oh, I really like this one. The Cleveland Cavaliers chase Herb Jones. Herb Jones for Karis LeVert and a protected 2031 Cleveland first round pick. I don't know if the Pelicans say yes to this trade because I obviously don't know how much they value Herb Jones. But Herb Jones on this Cavaliers team would be nasty, man. It'd be so nasty. This team would be crazy, and they're already the number 1 seed in the East. This would be really cool. This one would definitely be cool. We'll just move on to the next one, but this one is very cool. I love this trade. Rockets add Robert Williams. Trailblazers get Steven Adams, 2025 first round pick, 2027 second round pick. This is a solid trade. I just don't really see the need for them to go get Robert Williams. You have Jock Landale, you have Alperen Sengun. Those are your 2 centers right now. Robert Williams is a guy who is known to be injury prone. And what do we do with injury prone players? We don't trade for them. This guy can't stay healthy. I don't understand. They were trade rumors linked Robert Williams to the Bucks earlier this season, and I was like, yeah, the idea of Robert Williams is great, but in reality, when he only plays 15 games a season, it's not that cool. I don't like this trade. I mentioned it in my last video. I think the Rockets should stay put where they're at. If they were looking to make a move, this would be a good move for them to make and improve their interior defense. But I don't really see the need for them to make this trade. And the very last trade of the video is Kings find a backup center. Sacramento gets Jonas Valanciunas for Trey Lyles, 2 second round picks. This is a great trade. I think both teams say yes to this, other than the fact that the Wizards came out the other day and said that they were looking to keep Jonas Valanciunas as a veteran leader in the locker room, which I understand. But for the Sacramento Kings, this would be a really good pickup for them. Jonas is a guy that can stretch the floor and get rebounds, set good screens, and all you have to give up is Trey Lyles, 2 second round picks. The thing is, with the Kings, I'm thinking about making a whole Kings video. It's just like, if you do this, what's the point? You guys realistically can't really make a championship run. The West is so deep, and this team doesn't have the structure to be a finals contending team. They're gonna make the playoffs. Every night, they're gonna make you run for your money, and they're gonna fight, and they'll get some wins. But they're not gonna make a finals appearance. Like, realistically, they probably won't even win a playoff series. With this team and the way the rest of the Western Conference is, probably won't come out of a playoff series. So I don't really understand the purpose of trading 2 second round picks. But, I mean, if you just want to go all in, then this is a trade. I don't really have anything else to talk about. We could just talk about the play-in tournament real quick. It's going to be Hawks versus Bucks. Obviously, I'm taking my Bucks all day long. And on the other side, it's going to be who? It's the Thunder and the Rockets. Yeah, I'm going to take OKC for sure. Really, the Rockets probably shouldn't even be here because the Golden State Warriors stuff at the end of that game. That was crazy, by the way. So then, in my eyes, it would be Bucks versus Thunder. Obviously, I want my Bucks to win, but the Thunder will probably win it, and I won't be upset if they do. So, is what it is. I appreciate you staying to the end. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you're still here, like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.